My name's Russel Luck. I'm the CEO of a company called SwiftVEE, and we are a livestock trading platform currently in South Africa, but through Launchpad we hope to scale globally because the problem that we solve is a global problem. It's found in South Africa, Africa, the United States, Europe and elsewhere. So we are in Africa now and we want to launch into the rest of the world soon. So I'm actually a technology lawyer. As a lawyer, you see everybody's business before it gets started, because the first thing anybody needs is a contract. So for me, being in Cape Town, we have our own technology ecosystem, and every young person runs across my desk and they say, oh, I've got the next Facebook, I've got the next Google, this is my business idea. And as soon as I say that, I switch off. And a young guy named 22 years old, is a sixth generation farmer named Andrew Mayer, he's my co-founder. He said, I've got this thing for livestock, it's the next Google, I promise you, it's next Facebook. And I originally switched off. And I looked and said, hey, hang on a second, this guy's onto something here. So Andrew brought me the business in the beginning, and then together we grew it and made it into SwiftVEE. But that was the idea. He came to me and said to me, look, livestock trading all over the world is inefficient. So in drought periods, cattle dies on the land. So I'm a buyer, I can't find a seller quick enough that the seller's animal dies on the land. That's the problem we're trying to solve. He brought that to me and this is the business. We've only been running Bootstrap for over a year. I would say 2 years technically, but we've actually been bootstrapping for under a year. We funded completely by the South African government, which is quite something. It means that, you know, we're supported by the government and recognized for our social impact. And then in under a year, you know, we were only in 2018, we're the only company chosen for Google Launchpad from South Africa. But we've just won MEST South Africa, which is sponsored by Facebook. So it means that we're the only company in the world who's won Google Launchpad and MEST South Africa. We've been invited to the Facebook VC roundtable. So in less than a year, those are our biggest achievements. Google Launchpad, government grant funding, and now MEST and the Facebook VC roundtable in under 12 months. We're very blessed in the sense of raising funds. We actually got government to back us, which was incredible, because we solve a real problem and because there's such a need for it that the government saw the value and they actually backed us. And in terms of convincing people, you got to convince no one. You got to show first and do first, and then people get convinced. You know, so like talk is cheap, and everyone, when you start something off and it's new and it's crazy and difficult, they say, oh, it's a crazy idea, it'll never work. So in the beginning, we're very lucky that we're funded totally by the South African government, which means that we've got their backing and it's grant money. So they saw our story, they believed in our story. And that's how we managed to get funding. In terms of convincing people to believe in us, etc., I say that in the beginning our numbers speak for themselves. You know, we're very passionate and driven, and they see that and they believe in it. And we're gonna change a real problem here and make a lot of money for people who believe in us along the way. And that has currency anywhere in the world. We're a very new company. We've managed to reach out to thousands and thousands of new customers, well over $1 million worth of trade. I'd say our biggest thing is our social impact that we've had. We've managed to connect people to a larger network of buyers and sellers, and managed to take emerging and developing farmers and link them and let them participate in the market with commercial farmers, and we've added real value. And that's a huge impact that we've made in a very short amount of time. I would say, just if you're young, try and fail. You know, the technology lets you scale up very quickly. You can scale up very quickly. If you're 18 to 30 and you want to try something, no matter what it is, try it. If you fail, it's fine. You only need to start making serious decisions about your life when you're 30. And after 30, there's internet, gives you access like education, things like that to get jobs. So the only pitfalls are not trying is your only pitfall. That's what I would say.